days from now, the entire ICT industry in Nigeria will converge in Abuja for the 2014 E-Nigeria Conference, a flagship event of the National Information Technology Development Agency (NITDA). To this effect, the leadership of the agency explained some of the outlines of this year's conference.
E-Nigeria 2014, as the theme goes, creating market opportunities for indigenous ICT products and services. You can see that we're carrying the same momentum from Dubai. There we try to showcase investment opportunities in the ICT sector in Nigeria. As a follow-up, we're inviting the global players to Nigeria to share with us on our soil the multitude of opportunities, both in terms of some of the infrastructure we're putting on ground, like the IT parks and the innovation centers, as well as interact on our soil with the small startups. A lot of ingenious solutions have been developed by our young Nigerians. You may recall that we were part of the Demo Africa in Lagos.
Yes.
There we had 40 startups, and beyond that, we are trying to create a portal to engage as many of these startups as possible, so we can have a database of all of those who have very interesting solutions, so that by the time we are at E-Nigeria, we can even expose a lot more of them to the international community. We realize that there has to be a way to encourage MDAs, not just at the federal level, but at the state level, to imbibe an e-governance culture. But you can't go to e-governance without starting with e-government. E-government precedes e-government. So what we're trying to do is to have this e-government award, and that way we can encourage MDAs at the federal level, encourage state governments, local governments, to begin to show that they understand the advantage of technology in government. So yes, there will be the e-government awards at the E-Nigeria, as I said. There are a few things that are going to happen at E-Nigeria. Part of them will be to recognize the roles of the founding fathers of NITDA. We are going to announce that Professor Ajayi will be recognized. We are also going to announce that Professor Ngai will be recognized, but I'm not going to tell you what those are. You have to come to E-Nigeria to hear exactly what kind of recognition they will receive. But of course, we also have a plan to recognize our First Lady for the major role she's played in the global ICT community. So that's also something to expect.
The keynote speaker, Kenani Ali, is coming from the US, has confirmed. Just about an hour ago, we spoke. Has confirmed that he said he has even sent his ticket to Madrid. And out of about 22 speakers, we've received confirmation from all of them. And the chairman of sessions, we have 5 plenary sessions. They've all confirmed. And the exhibitors as well. I have very good authority that all the exhibitors are well with us to Dubai. 2 giants have confirmed that they will come to exhibit. And others that we are waiting to have confirmed that they will be coming there to exhibit. And one thing that is really important to us is the focus this year, which is on young innovators. And I'm happy to announce that this afternoon we met with representatives of ICT directors from all Nigerian universities. And they are going to have a meeting with us on our intervention in the education sector. It's the first time we're coming out to say, hey, NITDA wants to give award. And you know, we're preaching ICT deployment, e-governance, e-education, things like that. We want to be able to create competition among states, among federal MDAs, local governments, even in the private sector, to say this fellow has done very well based on these parameters. And I say we are giving you an award this year. That will, in a way, indirectly encourage other sectors. Oh, this state won the award this year, and I'm doing so much, I'm spending so much in ICT deployment. Why can't I win? Next year, I want to really monitor what I'm doing. It's not about just spending money for the sake of spending money. You must spend money that will impact on your activities and the life of your citizens. And that's why we say, okay, we are really introducing this one this year. And we are partnered with Nehilet that has done it in India, in Italy, and some other countries. And they've been going around the state. They've been with us like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, and they've gone out some states. They've gone out some MDAs. We set up the parameters. We are setting up a jury that really examine what they've done to evaluate and really say, okay, this is something that we cannot fault based on this parameter that we have set. If you are saying it's industry A that is winning this award this year, with all the parameters, by the time you present anywhere, it's okay, it's really worth giving this award to them.